It is crucial that communications for disaster response be independent from existing infrastructure that can either be overtasked or completely inoperable during a disaster. Silvus Technologies' MANET radios offer a self-forming, self-healing mesh network with high-fidelity data, video, and voice, all in the toughest environments. In this video, we're going to catch up again with Justin Swartz, a field service representative, and he's going to tell us about his experiences during Hurricane Helene and how Silvus Technologies' MANET radios were able to allow first responders to work independently of those outages.
There's two ways to think about having Silvus radios for a disaster. One is having them pre-installed as a backhaul for your network, and then the other is having just a disaster kit, which Silvus offers, that is ready to go to all of those, hey, I can't live without this, systems after the disaster hits, once you have stock of what's down and what's not. And so kind of how that looks is we look at some of our agencies that we have here in the US have different systems connected by fiber, but they also have Silvus radios attached to those systems. That way, if the fiber goes out or the LTE goes out, whatever the connectivity base there is, Silvus is automatically the backhaul for all of that data to then get back to the location it's needed. And that is, what we would see is something that's pre-installed, prefixed before a disaster hits, but built for disaster response. And then the flip side is you have all your systems, and then you have something like Silvus's disaster response kit. I don't recall exactly how many radios come in that, but it's enough to get you a good bit up and running, right?
Yeah.
And it's going to have everything you need in there from a cable standpoint, camera standpoint, radios, batteries, battery chargers, to allow you to do kind of what we did in Steinhatchee, which is, okay, we're here. That's not working. That's not working. That didn't even exist beforehand, or we're going to put something in place for it. And really just start handing radios out to different problems, right? Here's a problem. Okay, here's a radio. Here's a problem. Here's a radio. And getting all of those I can't live without back up and running.
Yeah, that's awesome. And it's really cool to hear that there's already agencies out there that have had, the forward-thinking initiative to set up this system beforehand. I know when we talk about like pre-installed systems, you start thinking like, oh, well, that sounds like infrastructure again, right? Like it sounds like you guys are building out a pre-existing system. Like what happens to that? The difference being, right, that those radios themselves, they're still not going to be reliant on one single device, right? You're able to essentially create an emergency or an alternate path of data if you lost internet or lost fiber, or depending on how they're powered. Even if you lost your power grid, you're still able to have that connectivity.
Having a system that's basically those emergency response trucks, but they're already parked and turned on, right? It's you're already ready to go. Those systems are going to kick in as soon as the other networks go down, and you're not relying on third-party vendors to come in and set up relief efforts, which we're very thankful for.
Of course, yeah.
Not being reliant on them is a good thing.
Yeah. Well, and you're also able to then, spread out that manpower even more if you already have that basic infrastructure in place that's able to self-rescue, self-heal, and self-support.
For sure. Yeah. Manpower and resources is everything.
These disasters they're unfortunate and horrible, but they're also in a lot of ways inevitable. And it's incredible to see like how technology has developed and the way Silvus has been able to provide relief and to make those disasters something that is survivable and that really are able to maximize the manpower of all the different people from the community that show up to help out. I want to say thank you to Justin for talking with us today, and we really appreciate him sharing all that information with us. This is only one video in a 4-part video series going over what first responders can be doing to prepare for natural disasters. So if you're interested in those other videos, make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube and then head over to our channel. Also, if you want more information about Silvus Technologies, the link to our Instagram, LinkedIn,
and our website are all going to be in the bio. So go check those out. Thank you guys so much and have a good day.